The entire AI industry is currently focused on one thing: Claude Mythos and Project Glasswing. It is the ghost in the machine that everyone is talking about. There are already multiple videos claiming this model is so powerful that it's causing serious concern. A digital panic is spreading through the valley. So what exactly is Mythos? It's an unreleased frontier AI model developed by Anthropic, a model that might have crossed a dangerous line. According to Anthropic, this model can now outperform nearly all human experts at identifying and exploiting software vulnerabilities. Tasks that once required years of cybersecurity experience can now be done faster and more effectively by AI, operating at a speed and scale no human can match. This isn't theoretical. The model has already been tested in real-world scenarios, uncovering thousands of high-severity vulnerabilities across major operating systems and browsers. These are critical flaws that could be exploited at scale, many of which had gone undiscovered for years. We're talking about previously unknown exploits, vulnerabilities that existed for decades, buried deep in our digital infrastructure. These flaws went unnoticed for years, hidden in systems we rely on every day, only now being uncovered by a machine seeing what humans missed. For example, a 27-year-old vulnerability in OpenBSD and a 16-year-old flaw in FFmpeg. These were invisible to us, but not to Mythos. Mythos was able to discover and chain multiple vulnerabilities within the Linux kernel, a task that typically requires expert human teams. This level of autonomous hacking is something we've never seen before. Anthropic made a highly unusual decision in response to this breakthrough. Despite achieving what could be considered a major technical triumph, they have chosen not to release this model to the public, holding it back due to the potential risks associated with its capabilities. Why? Because the very same capabilities that allow this model to strengthen and secure systems can just as easily be used to break them apart. It doesn't simply understand code at a functional level. It can analyze, manipulate, and ultimately weaponize it, turning defensive knowledge into powerful offensive tools. If released freely, bad actors could use this capability to instantly uncover hidden vulnerabilities and exploit them, breaking into critical systems across the world. At that kind of speed and scale, attacks could spread faster than defenses can respond, creating a level of risk that would be extremely difficult to contain. So instead, Anthropic introduced Project Glasswing, a tightly controlled environment designed to limit access to this level of power. Within this framework, only a small group of carefully selected organizations and experts are allowed to interact with Mythos, ensuring that its capabilities are used with oversight rather than released freely into the world. The objective is straightforward: identify vulnerabilities before malicious actors ever get the chance to exploit them. Fix and secure these weaknesses in advance, strengthening systems ahead of time, before the inevitable wave of AI-powered hacking begins to hit at full force. Because here's the reality. Even if Anthropic doesn't release this model, someone else will build something just as powerful. The race is already on. Is this real or just marketing? We've seen this narrative before. The industry has a history of danger being used as a sales tactic. Back in 2019, when OpenAI introduced GPT-2, headlines said it was too dangerous to release. They said AI so powerful it must be contained. Fast forward a few years, and those capabilities became normal. We use them every day without a second thought. So is Mythos truly different? There is an obvious marketing advantage in making a statement like, "We built something too powerful for the public." It instantly captures attention, sparks fear about what the technology can do, and at the same time, fuels curiosity and demand from people who now want to experience it for themselves. But this time, it may actually be justified. Because the concern today isn't just about misinformation or misleading content spreading online. The real risk is far more structural: the potential breakdown of the very systems that protect our digital world, leading to a widespread collapse of our defenses. While Anthropic holds back, the rest of the world is moving forward at breakneck speed. Meta has entered the arena with a new contender. Meta just released Muse Spark. This is their first major model from their new AI division, and it's a sign that the sleeping giant has woken up. Performance-wise, it demonstrates strong capabilities in visual understanding and remains highly competitive across a wide range of tasks, even if it hasn't yet taken the lead in coding performance. It may not dominate every category, but it consistently holds its ground among the top models currently available. It's efficient, it's cheap to run, and most importantly, it shows Meta is catching up fast, positioning themselves for the next phase of the race. Now here's the model almost nobody is talking about, but everyone should be. GLM 5.1. The dark horse of the current AI landscape. This model is fully open source and already competitive with some of the best models available today. In coding benchmarks, it doesn't just keep up. In certain areas, it actually matches or even surpasses GPT-level performance, signaling a major shift in how powerful open models have become, which means you can download it and run it locally. Open models are no longer behind. They are catching up fast, and that changes everything. But this brings us to the real problem. How do we actually measure AI anymore? Testing these models is becoming harder every single day. For most people, AI already does what we need. They write code, generate ideas, and help with daily tasks. We've reached a plateau of utility. So the question becomes, how do we actually measure better? Not with complex math problems, but with how much they impact our real-world usage. Google is also moving forward at an incredible pace. Inside Gemini, they've introduced interactive simulations along with a notebook-style workflow system, fundamentally changing how users can experiment, organize ideas, and interact with AI in a more dynamic and structured way. You can now build dynamic visualizations and adjust variables in real time, watching the results update instantly. By integrating these capabilities more deeply into the platform, Google is rapidly closing the gap and positioning itself alongside the very best players in the AI space. The pace of innovation in AI video is accelerating even faster. Cadence 2.0 is now available, capable of handling complex multi-scene prompts while rendering outputs significantly quicker than previous models, pushing the boundaries of what's possible in AI-generated video. And then there are the avatars. HeyGen released Avatar 5. With only 15 seconds of video, it can clone your appearance and mimic your identity perfectly. The pace of progress is becoming almost overwhelming. So let's take a step back and run through the rapid-fire updates from this week. Because across the board, from OpenAI to Anthropic to xAI, major moves are happening all at once, reshaping the landscape in real time. OpenAI has introduced a new $100 subscription tier, expanding its pricing structure. Anthropic has rolled out managed agents, pushing deeper into automation. Perplexity is now integrating financial data into its platform. These updates may seem separate, but together they signal one thing clearly. Disruption is happening everywhere, all at once. New leaks are pointing toward the arrival of GPT Image 2, hinting at another leap forward in AI-generated visuals. At the same time, Google has introduced offline AI dictation, showing how these capabilities are moving directly onto devices. Together, these developments highlight a relentless, non-stop stream of innovation that shows no signs of slowing down. Here's the reality. AI isn't slowing down, not even close. With each passing week, we're seeing new models, expanded capabilities, and deeper levels of disruption across industries. And instead of stabilizing, the pace of progress is actually accelerating, pushing the entire space forward faster than most people can keep up with. That's exactly why this format exists. Instead of drowning in information, I filter everything down to what actually matters to you. One focused video. If you want to stay updated on AI without burning out, this is where you should be. I'll keep doing the heavy lifting. See you in the next one.